India right now that comes out, and India says, we're banning more Chinese apps as part of its digital campaign to pressure Beijing. India bans 43 more Chinese apps in New Delhi's latest move to pressure China in the online industry as tensions fester following a deadly border clash between the neighboring countries. India's Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology issued an order citing growing concerns about data security and blocking the Chinese apps, effectively restricting China's access to one of the largest and fastest growing online markets in the world. Tuesday's actions bring the total number of Chinese app bans to India to more than 170 apps have been banned in India. 170 Chinese apps have been banned in India. The bans are what some Indian politicians have called a digital strike against China after a June clash along their disputed border in Himalayas killed 20 Indian soldiers. So the point I'm trying to make to you is, do you think these guys are going to come out and they're going to say, no, China's been trying to abuse their relationship with America. They've been trying to get all this intel, all these made in China plan, which one of their plans was to come in, infiltrate, we'll invest into your business, but you got to give us all the rights to your technology. And if we recreate it in China, you want zero of it, it's ours. So give us all your inventory of what you're creating. This is what their plans have been. You think Biden's going to hold them accountable? I highly doubt that. I think China's celebrating right now. So short-term victory, long-term loss is what I see what I foresee taking place there. And by the way, if you're listening, I'm not telling you the market's going to take a hit. I actually think market's going to go up the next couple of years. I don't think market's going to take it. My prediction is the following. My prediction is cases are up. Cases are up. I may be wrong. Cases are up. Cases are up. Cases are up. Boom. Inauguration. Cases are down. Record-breaking cases are down. California has made the turn. New York has made the turn. The Biden administration approach to the way the pandemic is handling is, look at the confidence in America. And the market's going to go up. And if they sustain this market going up the next couple of years, and in 2024 re-election time, if Powell continues the 0% interest rate, the market's not going to take a big hit. If there's not a big strike, there's probably going to be a re-election. I don't know if it's going to be Biden. It could be somebody else coming into office, whether Kamala takes over, because I don't know if we can have an 82-year-old president. And we don't even know what's going to happen with this health. A lot of people are comparing a Kamala Harris to a Lyndon Johnson type of person where, John F. Kennedy's no longer with us. Biden's no longer going to be with us. Kamala's going to be the president. And then maybe her intentions are going to be to drive a little bit more progressive. We don't know that. All I'm saying is I don't think there's going to be a crazy thing happening to the market the next couple of years. I do see the numbers, the data, the fear tactics of COVID going away effective January 1st. That's my prediction.
And what part of that has to do with the vaccine?
A big part of that has to do to say America's calmer, more civil, less riots, less protesting. You're going to see videos of showing Trump administration, look what happened to the streets. You're going to show Biden administration, what's going on in the streets. But what they're not going to show is they're not going to say Trump's administration, here's what happened in the streets. The folks on the opposite side riot, loot, hurt businesses. But on this side, when they lose, the opposite side doesn't go riot and loot. They just take the loss and they say, we can't, they just don't take our guns, leave us alone. We'll go about our business and we'll come back. I think that's what's going to be shown in America. The average voter that's in the middle is going to say, dude, I don't know what the hell is going on, but all I know is when a person like on Trump is a president, there's riots. When a person like Biden's president, there's no riots, and I'm more comfortable. I just want my kids to be safe. This is why I like it when a Democrat's in office. I think that messaging, if the marketing is right, you're going to see a lot of that messaging taking place in 2021. Again, I may be wrong. I'm simply making a prediction of what I foresee taking place in 2021.
Are you still at 5%?
I am, but that 5%, Adam, 5% too. I would never take a 5% bet. 5% bet to me is like, it's done. Mm-hmm. But my 5% bet is Sidney Powell, Giuliani. If they have anything, show the damn thing already. Yeah. But I will tell you this, and I told you this the other day, and I'm not changing my position. If you lose, there's nothing worse. Like we teach our guys, because we have a very competitive environment. You've seen it.
Of course.
But prior to conventions, I always teach our guys one message, and I've been doing this for 18 years. I talk to our guys about how to lose. I talk to them. Specifically when I know who's going to lose. I will talk to our group and I say, let me explain to you, sore losers. Let me explain to you how you're supposed to lose when you lose. And I'll show a video. I took our guys to Breakers and I showed The Last Dance. I said, look how Jordan lost to Detroit Pistons. Mm-hmm. Look how Isaiah Thomas lost to the Chicago Bulls. That guy didn't make it on the dream team because of this guy. If you lose, lose. If you lose, don't bitch about it. Just move on. I hope Fair for what he's done up to this point. Trump, voter fraud, all this other stuff. Fine, fair. If you think that's what's going on, fair. But I hope when it's final and it's done and it's lost, I hope it's we lost. Let's see what we can do the next 4 years to compete. Because if you don't do that, it doesn't look good on your legacy. If you lose, you lose, man. And by the way, you have to realize, policies-wise, which way you think I'm leaning towards, policy-wise? You think I'm leaning towards a Biden administration policy to make China stronger? What do you think I'm leaning policy-wise? What do you think? Okay, I'm pretty public about it. I'm not holding. I'm a capitalist.
Yeah.
I want small businesses to have some protection. I want them to be fine. But at the same time, if you lose, you got to make your move. If you don't, it's not a good look for you legacy-wise. It's not a good look for you legacy-wise.
Yeah, nobody likes a sore loser. Back to the point of what's going to happen. I do really think that so much of it rides on the Senate race, though. In terms of the general public, that's not
no question about it. You're right.
Because the general public, to your point of well, Biden's in office, everything's calm. That's the hood ornament or the peacock feathers that 85% of society that doesn't watch news 25 hours a day. Realizes, and so that's why I think a guy like Biden wins versus Trump. I mean, it's no different than, say, going into a brain surgeon's office. You got one guy that's this nice, calm, smooth talking, makes you feel super comfortable about the surgery, and then this next guy, his hair's on fire. He's talking about how dangerous it is, but let's just say hypothetically, the guy with the hair on his hair on fire is a much better surgeon. You're going to feel more comfortable with this other guy if you don't know shit about surgery. I think that's happened largely here, is that most people just want to be put at ease. Where that only works is if the Senate remains in Republican hands, because a lot of the protections you're talking about maintain that status by having a split government that way.
I agree.
If they don't, then I can see. So to me, I agree with your assessment. If it stays that way, I think the market will go up because everybody's like, shit, Biden's doing a great job. Everything's good, because there's that.
You think if it's all three, market takes a hit?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So I don't disagree there. I don't disagree with you there. But my perspective is more coming from the optics of how the media is going to sell it, regardless of whether they have all three or two out of the three.
Yeah.
I think the way it's going to be sold is, look how peaceful America is. This whole America first. Now it's more, America's back. And what's really back with America being back? Is high taxes back? What is back? Is going back to war back? Is it sending our troops back to war back? What is back? We're going to find out what is really back. That's what we want to know, what is back. So I don't disagree with you there.